Hi everybody, my name's Jolene. I'm going to be your instructor for this semester. This is my first time recording my lectures ahead of time, so I apologize if it's a little wonky at first, but I'll get there, I promise. So the first thing I want to do is introduce myself to you so you all know who you're dealing with in that nebulous world of online class taking. What's going to happen each week is I will, on Monday mornings, I will provide you with an email like I did today that lets you know what's coming up for the week. So what's due, when they're due, what readings you need to be focusing on, what homework needs to be done, what discussion boards, all of that information. And you can find everything on Blackboard. Everything is done through Blackboard in this class. If you have problems signing in, please let me know. Or go to IT in the Quentin Burdick building and they can help you as well. So for this first week, what you need to be focusing on is the syllabus and start thinking about what you expect from this class. In my in-person class, on the very first day of class, what I do is, and I would like you all to think about this as well as you're watching this video, is think about what do you want to get in this class and write this information down. So generally people choose a grade. So what grade do you want to get in the class? Then I want you to think about what you want to learn in the class. Then think about what grade you want to earn in the class. And then finally, what steps are you willing to take to earn the grade you want? So write those answers to those questions down and keep them in your notes so that throughout the semester you can refer to them. So if for some reason you're not getting the grade you want, you haven't earned the grade you want, you can refer back to it. And you'll get messages from me throughout the semester that'll say things like, you know, what do your notes look like? What are your reading, are you doing the readings ahead of time? Did you study for the exam? Because even though this is an online class, and you take everything online, you still need to enact some of those in-class behaviors to help you to study and to learn. And in some ways for you it's a little bit harder because we don't have that day-to-day interaction or class-to-class interaction. I'll do my best to create that for you in this setting, but there are limitations to what I can and can't do. So the most important thing for this video today is to talk about the syllabus. It is your responsibility to read through the syllabus and understand the information contained in it. So in your syllabus, it tells you about my office hours, where my office is. If you are in Fargo and can come to in-person office hours, please do. If it doesn't fit your schedule, I do have online office hours that are done through Blackboard Collaborate through your Blackboard accounts. So we can meet virtually that way. The online only office hours are Tuesdays from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. My in-person office hours are Fridays from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. My office is located in Menard Hall up on the 3rd floor. The communication department is room number 338. My specific office is D as in dog 24, that's D24, and if either of those times don't work for you, you can email me and make an appointment. I do have a few times set aside for appointments just in case. Also in your syllabus, you'll see an outline of what my expectations are for the class. So for grading, there are 3 exams in this class. They are multiple choice true-false, and they are scheduled specifically in your weekly schedule, so you know when those will happen. Those are non-cumulative exams, so only the material covered prior to the exam is what is included. So for your first exam, we will only cover chapters 1 through 4, plus any outside readings that I give you in that time frame. Then exam number 2 will only cover chapter 5 through 8. And then the same with the last exam. It will cover 9 through 13. And any outside readings that I may assign you as we go along. Unfortunately, I don't know what those are specifically yet. because with this being a class on media and technology and how mass communication affects our lives, things change. So I need to have the freedom to add readings as we go, or the same thing will go with homework, which I'll talk about now. There, you can earn up to 70 points of homework. Generally, that means 7 assignments at 10 points each. I have tentative schedule created for you, which is in the course schedule at the end of your syllabus. That is subject to change because, again, if something happens, like say Facebook gets sold, which isn't likely to happen, but let's say Apple buys Facebook and they make it where only Apple users can use it. That's big news. We need to talk about that because that would affect a lot of our lives because not everyone uses Apple products. Again, this is a far out hypothetical situation, but it's just to give you an idea of how things could change based on what's going on. So your homework assignments could change. They may not. So you have an idea in the schedule of what's going to happen with there. Then the last thing I grade you on is participation, and that is done through discussion boards. I don't know for sure how many discussion boards I will have. There could be 14, could be 15, could be 20. We'll see how things go. Again, I need that flexibility based on what's going on in the world. And for right now, there are 15 of them set. So for this first week, I told you you need to do a discussion board that's a welcome. So tell me a little bit about yourself. And I gave you an example of a few things about me, that I've lived in a lot of different states. I'm here, or, the reason I'm here, and all of that information. So complete that by Sunday at midnight, or 11:59 p.m. Sunday, and you'll earn participation. Same thing with the first one that's called Week 1 Participation. I gave you a short article to read, and then I want you to respond to, I think it's 3 questions that I gave you. Answer those questions completely. Don't worry about what someone else said, because this first one especially is your opinions, and all opinions are valid. So, answer all the questions, you get credit for participation. The way this works is it's worth up to 50 points. So if you participate at least 90% of the time, you will get 50 points. If you participate 80% of the time, you get 40 points. If you participate 70%, you get 30, and you can figure out the rest from there. Plus, it's outlined in the syllabus. This gives me the freedom to add discussion boards as necessary. So what I'll do is at the end of the semester, I'll figure out how many discussion boards we had, and then I'll do the math for each of you to figure out what your grade is. I'll let you all know through Blackboard at 3 points in the semester where you're at, so you know about how many participation points you're at that point. And again, it could go down, it could go up. So if you do all of them by exam 1, you'll show 50 points. But if you go down, your grade will drop by exam 2. And I picked those 3 points because it just makes sense. It's easy for me to figure out at each exam period, so you know where you are for participation. Deadlines are going to be firm, so make sure you're following those. I do allow for late papers, but you lose 10% for every day you're late. And if your deadline is 11:59 p.m. on Sunday and you turn it in at midnight, you lose points. You lose 10% of your grade. And when papers are only worth 10 points, losing 10% means you started at 90%. And your grade can go down based on the quality of your writing and the quality of your paper. So make sure you get things done on time. I give you a full week to do homework and discussion boards. So really, it should be pretty easy for you to meet the deadlines. And then if any of you are registered with disabled services or disability services and you need accommodations, please let me know right away. Email me, make an appointment, come to my office hours, set something up on Blackboard Collaborate so we can talk about it, so I can make those accommodations to the best of my ability in the online setting. Then, how things are going to work this semester. So, I'll send you an update like I did today, that gives you an outline of what you need to be working on for that week, what you need to read, what discussion boards you need to do, if there's homework due for that week, and I will outline specifically what the deadlines are for that information. Also, where you'll find information. So right now, under course content, or course information, excuse me, under course information, you'll find your syllabus, and you will also find a PowerPoint on email etiquette. I had to start doing this because I would get some crazy emails from people that had no salutation, no signature, nothing. So look through that. It's 2 slides. One slide shows you how not to write an email to me, and the second one is how to write an email to me. You're welcome to refer to me by my first name if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, then it's Ms. Krause. I'm not a professor yet, so please don't call me Professor Krause. I'm not a doctor yet, so please don't call me Dr. Krause. It's Ms. Krause or Jolene. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because I'm going to try to keep these videos right around 10 minutes so I don't take up a ton of your time. But if you have any questions at all, please, please email me. Meet with me during my office hours. I'm here to help you as best I can. And one last thing, in the discussion board, there is one forum that is called Feedback for Jolene. You can leave me questions there, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. And also for email, give me 24 hours to respond. I try really hard not to respond to emails after 6 o'clock so I can have a little bit of a personal life too. So understand that if you email me after 5 or 6, I'm not going to get back to you until the next day. But I do my best to get back to you in the morning at least. So that's it for now. Have a great week. Do your discussion boards, and I'll be back with another update next week.